What's up, invaders? You got Dan, Xander, Felicia, and Billy here, and we're here to talk Stranger Things Season 5. It has been 1,284 days since Season 4. So let's get into it. All right, so they dropped the first 4 episodes. The next 3 are coming out Christmas Day, and then the finale on New Year's Eve, which is, you know, it kind of sucks for us. Like, when are we going to drop those videos? I don't know, but we'll figure it out. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But very excited. I love these 4 episodes. I thought it was a slow burn up to a epic. Season 4 was epic. I mean, episode 4 was absolutely epic. The Demigorgons were smashing heads. It was so fun. But then we learned Will Byers has powers. If you saw that coming, let us know in the comment section. Did you see any clues throughout the series that led to this? We have recaps out. If you forgot any of this, you can go watch every recap. We got one for every season. We got a huge video that's all 4 seasons. But Xander, I have to ask you, in our private group chat, the 4 of us, you said that Will getting powers was basically the same way Vecna got his. Can you elaborate on that?
Oh, yes. Yeah. So I did a bunch of research about Stranger Things before season 5 dropped, and there is a whole Broadway show, and the Broadway show is the backstory of Henry, aka Vecna, aka One. And basically the way he gets his powers, it's like this weird real life tie-in. There's this conspiracy theory that the government was doing experiments in, I think, the 60s, and they made a whole ship disappear to another dimension, and then it came back. So they kind of like tie that lore of the real world into Vecna's story, I guess. And it's Brenner's dad who's on the ship. He goes to the other dimension and then comes back, and then in his blood there's like particles, and it's the particles that are the mind flayer, like the black mist stuff. And so they end up extracting it from him. I think he dies, and then and then it gets like lost in a cave, and that is where Henry like finds the particles, and they end up infecting him the same way that it infects Will. There we go. The same way it infects Will, like the smoke through the mouth and all that. And like that's how Vecna gets his powers. And then I guess, I don't know if this is canon to the show, but in the Broadway show, they take Henry's blood and give it to a bunch of pregnant mothers, and that's how 11 gets her powers.
The Broadway
so she's like
show is canon. It is canon.
Yeah, it is. I've heard that.
It is canon. Yeah.
All right. That's why you want to check out our theory video. I have a theory on how 11 got her powers. Okay, interesting. I like it. Did anyone here see that coming, that Will had powers?
Yeah.
Did anyone? Yeah.
Yeah,
not the powers.
And this is part of my thing that I'll get into is, I mean, they give out the episode titles. You know, they called it the Wizard or the Sorcerer. Will was Will the Wizard in their D&D campaign. The idea, and we'll talk about it, but a lot of Harry Potter kind of crossovers to me in this, and it reminded me of like, oh well, Harry got some of Voldemort's powers because Voldemort infected him, and unintentional consequences. Well, Vecna, you know, being on the mind flaying, all that with Will ends up leading to the fact that like, oh, like that he probably got some of his powers from it. So like I didn't know that like it would be instant in episode 4. I thought episode 4 was going to end with him taking Will with him, and maybe Will would, because he knows Will has those powers, right? But I did like that it wasn't that, and that he got to have his kind of like Luke Skywalker moment, and it was very dope. And I have some gripes about this drop, and I'll save it because I want to stay mostly positive, but like that part definitely was not one of my gripes.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty badass. I mean, you had 3 major characters that were about to get killed by Demigorgons, and he saved them all, and he killed the Demigorgons. Their bones were snapping in half. It was nuts. I thought it was
Vecna kills.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. I said that when I watched it. I was like, this literally just happened to Max, like, and all those other people.
Reminiscent of Chrissy when she died, when she was with Eddie, R.I.P. Eddie. I love how they shouted him out this episode. They actually, when they first put their hands together in episode 1, they said, for Eddie.
I want to see Vecna's heart on a platter. For Eddie. For Eddie. For Eddie.
Let's do it for Eddie. I'm like, all right. That's some respect for my guy. I had maybe a hope that he would come back, but I'm happy he's not. He had a really heroic death. Xander?
Oh, I could save it for theories, but there is a way he's not dead, which we'll talk about later.
That is great. Yeah. Watch our video, guys. It's going to be great. All right. So I have a couple things to say. Max Mayfield, a fan favorite. I love Max ever since she was introduced in season 2. Felicia did the season 2 recap. So I saw a lot of Max in that. Her status this season, she's in a coma, but she's somehow in Vecna's memory world. What are your thoughts on that, Felicia? How does that matter? What do you get from this world that she's in and what she did with Holly to get her out of the house? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I just thought it was really cool. I was like, it was refreshing to see that she's not just like a vegetable laying in the hospital, and she's actually trying to get out. As for how it's working, I have no idea. Honestly, I was very confused and I was going to ask you guys. I'm like, how are her and Holly both, like, he's obviously stuck. Well, I thought he was trapped somewhere, but it ended up being someone else. Can we talk about that yet?
Oh, how is 8?
Kryptonite is actually,
So I thought he was trapped in there, and I was like, oh, like his mind is like all he has, but obviously he's free. So I was like, what?
I saw that coming. I knew it wasn't Vecna in there.
Oh, really?
No shit.
Am I slow?
Military got Vecna.
I knew it wasn't her.
How would the demidogs be running around doing all the things? Yeah,
exactly.
I guess. I guess. I just thought they were going to find a way around it.
There's a mission taking place, obviously led by Vecna. How would it be going down if he's blocked? Because they found the kryptonite per se. They found a way to stop their power. So if he was truly locked up, how would it be working out? So I knew it was 8 because I heard she was in this season. There were some rumors that she was in this season. Yeah. Oh. And once I saw it was because then you see Hopper come out and he's not going to blow himself to smithereens anymore. And he's like, here you go, your sister's here. So whatever. But yeah, I think that's interesting. Obviously, they're going to break her out. Although Dr. K did say that reinforcements are on the way.
Cavalry's on its way.
And she's not dead yet. She's annoying as hell. So I can't wait for Dr. K to die. She is like the new Papa, but she's worse.
Worse.
I'm gonna ask
so annoying.
Everyone a question, but it's more for the comments. Does 8 escape before the massacre at Hawkins? And I feel like I've counted the number of kids in the Rainbow Room, and it's always 10, right? Other than 11?
Yeah. Oh, the dead kids. I'll put a screenshot up. I think it's 10. I'm not sure, though.
She says it in season 2. She says the day she left was the day 11 stopped showing up in the Rainbow Room. So, like, but why would 11? So I guess whenever 11 left, that's when she left.
I always thought that they were just going to retcon that entire section of the show because everything they do after that doesn't make sense with her being out of the lab. I've always struggled with it, and they never really explain the timing of it all because if she left when 11 left, she would be dead. If she left before 11 left, then someone else had already escaped the lab, and they never like bring it up in the Rainbow Room at all, which is odd.
Yeah, I think you just caught on to something they probably didn't think people would realize. A little slip up because she would have had to because 11 was there the whole up until she like opens the upside down, like created whatever pushed Henry in it. So it's like, where was she that whole time? She had to leave. Like, I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And how do they get her? I guess
we're on to you. Maybe they'll explain it. Yeah. Maybe we'll get some more flashbacks. She only had one episode.
I think they're going to get it. And look, the Duffers too, like this episode, right? That episode is the most hated episode. And at the end of the day, there's probably a part of them that's like, there always maybe was a purpose when they brought that storyline up, and maybe they didn't make it prevalent throughout, but there was always a sense in my head that they were not going to let that kind of sit kind of updated per se. And so like, I don't think she's going to be bad. I mean, obviously her bad, she isn't going to be bad, but I think it's going to be, they want to leave people to leave with like positive memories of it. So I am looking forward to it. And I am frankly glad that Hopper didn't blow himself up. He's crazy.
Oh my gosh. He was so crazy. And the way he does it too. The way he does it too.
Oh, I'm not sure if we can do this. I'm going to blow myself off.
Whoa, hey.
What is that?
It's just a fail-safe, okay?
Just leave 11 and then just traumatizes her even more. This girl cannot be more traumatized.
Do you think it's a classic Duffer Brothers where they're just bringing 8 back to have a person to kill?
Yeah, I can see her definitely not making it out.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I was highly expecting a death in episode 4 because it's the mid-season break. It's basically the finale of part 1. So I was definitely expecting a death, and we didn't get any. And Xander in our group chat says that means he thinks they're going to push out and really not kill that many people.
They've said it. They've said they don't want to really kill people. They've said it a million times that they don't really think like makes it more important or hot.
I still think they will. I still think at least 2 main characters.
I think we get at least one. I don't think we'll get 2 mains.
I think maybe 2 mains. But like my thing is when Holly was taken, right? You had the Demogorgon show up, and we've seen Demogorgons destroy people like the soldiers in episode 4. So like when you show up at the house, can you just kill the dad? Like I don't even know his name. I think it would have been badass to kill the dad.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Should've
He's
killed them
awful
both.
too. He fucking sucks. One of them had to go. If I was disappointed, none of them went. But if they were gonna kill, they should have killed one of them. I was sad for the mom, but not for the dad.
Yeah, but it would have been a shock moment. They didn't even show him in the hospital, so what's the point of keeping him alive? Just kill him.
So weird. Yeah, I hate when they do that because they made it seem like they were gone, and then like miraculously, like the next episode, she's just fine. Basically, I'm not fine, but she's alive.
On the floor,
strange.
The shot of her on the floor, she's like shredded. I was like,
You're
oh,
done.
she's toast.
Your
She's
throat
toast.
is like,
dude, literally
like,
everywhere.
Insane.
Yeah, she got like stabbed in the gut and across.
Nobody's ever survived that before, ever.
And she's like awake the next day writing. I'm like, bro.
I understand
like,
why you
what?
need her. They needed to get the info. What do they call the guy again?
Mr. What's It?
Mr. What's
Creepy.
It. You needed some info out of her for that. So that's the reason you keep her alive. But still, like, did anyone ever see Scream 7? I think I talked to Xander about it before. Do you remember when the guy got stabbed in the stomach like 15 times?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's fine.
Yeah,
he's fine.
He made it.
So like that's what it reminded me of, and I don't want that. If you're gonna go for it, just kill people, man.
Go for it. Yeah.
Like, Game of Thrones
would have made it real for Mike and for
Nancy.
what's her name? Yeah, for Nancy, right? Like it would have raised the stakes for them too.
Exactly. Lose a parent, like that's sad. Like the
people are gonna die. I mean, look at what's happening. It would make no sense if no one did. Like, look at the state of the world. There's holes ripped open in the floor.
All the fighting is in the Upside Down, though. They made everything happen in the Upside Down. Nothing is happening like in Hawkins. It's all
which I expected there to be a lot in Hawkins too. After the end of season 4, with like there was the Upside Down. What are the like the little particles that float around?
Yeah, the spores.
Yeah, you saw them everywhere at the end of season 4, and then it's kind of like normal. But you said 18 months have passed, right, Felicia? That's what you said. Since that. So yeah,
the ending of season 4. Yeah,
Robin's had 500 radio episodes.
That was
so
funny.
yeah,
they did say that there's gonna be one like death that's the most violent death in the whole show.
Did Duffer
so we know
say
at least one character will die in the most violent way. So we have that coming.
It's probably gonna be Henry.
My gosh, dude.
Yeah. It bums me out a little. It's almost like I felt the same way when I finished Harry Potter, which was like you had to kill one of the 3. And like you get so attached to your characters when you're writing them, you don't want to. But the ending of like when you have a tight-knit group like this, it's like Lord of the Rings. It just feels like you get so much more of a journey when you lose some of those core members along the way, and you look at it at the end and it's different.
Gandalf dies.
100%. They're high stakes.
Boromir,
and Boromir at the end. It's
there's
a lot just off the bat. I agree with you, man. And so it's tough because they put themselves in the corner of the show because they're kids, right? And so it is one of these things that's going to start becoming less believable that Vecna's kidnapped all these kids and all these things are going to happen, and 1 or 2 people are going to die. Like none of those kids will die. Not a single one of those kidnapped children in the Upside Down and a military base and blah blah blah. None of them die. Like,
I hate to say it, but I hope they do. I know that sounds
I know it's fucked. I was going to say the scene when the Demogorgon throws Holly against the wall was like, fuck yes. Like, they're not playing around. Like, but then she obviously lived. But like, it sounds messed up. In real life, I would not want that to happen. But in TV, it just like makes it so much, I don't know, more intense. He threw her into that bookshelf. I was like,
oh yeah.
She got caught.
Holly had a chance to be an all-time annoying character when we thought that Henry wrote the map and she was going to go in there and screw everything up, and thank God it was Max. And I was like, oh, thank God. Like, I thought she was going to go in there and blow the whole thing up when they had a good I was like, this is good. I want to hate this little girl, and I do not want to hate some little girl.
I know. I was shocked that I liked her as much as I did. Sometimes when they introduce new characters, it takes me a bit to like them, and I loved her right away. I think she acts great, and I was so happy that it was Max. I wasn't expecting it, so it was a nice surprise for me.
Max is awesome.
Yeah, Max is great. He's one of my favorites. All right, so then we have the military basically surrounding the entire town of Hawkins, and then in the Upside Down, same type of thing where there's a wall around.
Meat wall.
Yeah, meat wall. Basically.
Disgusting. Smells like Henderson's armpit.
Yeah, we hit the same thing.
So you have Dr. K, and that's the Terminator girl, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
The actress from Terminator?
Yeah. Yeah, Linda.
That's cool.
Linda Hamilton. Hamilton, yeah.
I have been looking for you for a very long time.
So she's like the pain in the ass this season. And then you got the other guy, Akers, who did not die. I rewatched it. He didn't die. Who's going to die at some point, but he's like the goon that we have to deal with. But I just Sasha, my wife, said to me when we were watching, why aren't they working together? And I'm like, you know what? That's a good point. I don't know. Xander, what do you get from so it's basically the right side up and the upside down kind of have the same thing going on with borders, right? Mm-hmm. So what's the point of the border and the upside down?
Oh, that's Vecna's layer, is it not? I assumed
it was.
No, it's where all the kids are. It's what Will sees the inside of.
Because they're all hooked up, just like Will was hooked up in season 1 with like.
Right.
Yeah. They're all inside there.
It's like the inner circle of Hawkins. So it's got like the library and the school and probably like the lab.
And
Hawkins lab is the center
right
of it.
Yeah, lab's the center. Okay, all right. Felicia, you just brought this up. Holly, I think she's doing a great job. They've had a couple times, just like Erica last season or the season before, where characters in the show and then they're like, oh, well, now you're really a part of the show. They recast her, obviously. She was like a child in season 1, wandering the halls of Joyce's house. And now she's one of the key parts of this season. So I think she's doing a good job and she's, really important. But the stuff that I want to ask you guys about, has anyone here read A Wrinkle in Time? I know nothing.
I have
about
not.
it.
And I said I need to after seeing, because I know it's important somehow, her reading it.
Yeah, because they showed it.
Have to.
This is like the first thing they focused
multiple times
on.
Yeah, they showed it at least twice that I saw. One time they zoomed in on the book. So I'm guessing, and then she talked to Max about it. So I'm guessing that's going to be.
She talks about Kamataz as being the thing, and I know that there's in one of the episode titles for in the next batch is Escape from Kamataz. So literally they're very much leaning into that.
That's what the episode's called?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to watch. I'll have to watch a recap of the book or something like that because I'm gonna want some.
You look it up. It's probably a short book.
Yeah, she already mentioned like how the book is similar to what Max was going through.
Isn't it an Amazon show? No, that's Wheel of Time.
It's Wheel of Time.
Yeah, it was a movie. They made a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oprah was in it, I think.
Oprah.
Yeah, I think she was in it.
Mindy Kaling and Oprah. Oof, I'm not watching that.
You don't like Mindy Kaling?
No, I don't like Mindy Kaling.
Oh no.
It's about 190.
You don't like The Office, dude?
Pages, not that much.
I like The Office in spite of the people who wrote it.
All right, so one of my favorite moments, and it was 2 scenes really, was the Back to the Future reference. When Robin realizes she doesn't like Joyce's plan, she wants to get Will alone. She says, "Great Scott," and I'm like, "Oh, I see what you're doing." And then she says flux capacitor. And I thought that was hilarious. And it's even better when this scene comes up.
Jonathan, is your receiver in any way connected to the flux capacitor?
Flux capacitor? Like, Joyce, what are you talking about?
I love that.
That was one of my favorite moments.
Wanted to make sure it wasn't messing with your connection. Hello?
What was one of your guys' favorite moments for this part 1?
My favorite part was Erica going in and doing the Turnbull stuff. Even from the house, she got convinced in the hallway and said, "I promise she won't want anything to do with you." After she's like, "Why didn't you lead with that?"
Yeah, why didn't you lead with that? Yeah, right.
I think it was my favorite line. Or when she said, "I told you to eat your pie," and it's just
yo, I'm like, so she is not messing around.
And I told you to eat your damn pie.
I think that was my favorite moment, period, of the whole 4 episodes.
That's what I mean. Like, she's great. They add in these siblings who are just like in the background, and all of a sudden they're doing a great job. It's
you love them. Yeah. And I didn't like her at first either. Okay, well, one of them we already talked about when Holly sees Max for the first time. And, like in Henry's memories, whatever. The second one, though, is the ending when the Demogorgons are literally destroying everybody. On the military base.
I know.
I fucking loved it. And then Vecna comes out, and I'm like, wait, am I Team Vecna? Yeah. Like, he looks awesome. And then I'm like, no, the kids. Like, no. But I love him a lot.
He's
as
badass,
a villain.
Man.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, when he shoots his hand through that dude's face.
Oh my God. I rewinded it 5 times. I rewinded it 5 times.
So sick.
I can't put that on YouTube, unfortunately, but
no,
you guys, that was so fucking cool. And I'll tell you what, dude, the VFX this season, they must have spent a fortune. It looks great.
Dude, oh my God!
Have you not seen the budget? Do you not know what the budget is?
400 million.
400 million.
And I think it was more than 400.
The actors are getting paid big time.
Absolutely.
Bucks. So yeah, Netflix.
And you know what? They deserve it.
400.
I do think that no one can play those characters better than the people they casted.
Yeah, I'm just happy. It looks good.
Yeah, it's like
Absolutely.
50-60 mil an episode.
Wow.
Oh, it is.
You know what? We deserve it though. We waited a long
We
time.
do.
We deserve the best. They better like be perfect with how much time they had to put their story together. I want perfection.
You got to think about it. A movie, a big box office movie is like $250, and that's for 2 hours of work. And you're talking about 8 hours longer. The finale, I think, is over 2 hours. Episode 8.
Yeah.
The last one was an hour and a half. Like
that was an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That was a movie, man.
Yeah, that was a movie.
A lot of time. So 400 million seems crazy, but it's really not when you really look at it. And this is like Netflix's biggest thing they'll probably ever have, at least for a very long time.
They already announced a spinoff.
Oh wow, did they?
And then the animated one coming out.
The animated one, I just heard about.
This thing to
I
death.
just told Dan about that. The animated one.
That. So that'll be interesting. All right.
Upside down or whatever.
Xander, what is yours? And by the way, guys, we're going to be making much more Stranger Things content. We can make videos off of your comments. Just go for it. We have a month to make content from these episodes. So yeah. We got you covered. But Xander, go ahead. What's your favorite moment?
My favorite moment was the dick joke.
Oh my gosh. I love that.
Is the dick hard? I'll make it soft.
Did you finally hit dick?
Hit the dick. Yep. Let's just hope it's not too hard. If it is, I'll soften it.
Yeah.
Dude,
I love when he was like, we're at the dick.
We're at the dick. There was something about it that felt so like almost like unscripted in a way. Like it felt like a joke that popped up on set and they're like, that's good. Because the way the kids deliver it, it's like not in character. It feels like them fucking around.
Yeah, fucking around.
So natural.
Yeah.
Like maybe they just said that behind the scene and they were recording and they were like, fuck, we're keeping this. It's too good.
Yeah. I was talking to my brother-in-law today and we looked it up. Millie Bobby Brown was 10 years old when she filmed season 1.
Jeez.
And she's 21 now. She's married and she adopted a kid.
That's so crazy. She's a bit young. I forgot how young she was. I'm like, wow, you just went all in.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Definitely check out the theory video. It's coming out like today. See ya.